Have you ever heard of the master mineral? It's this nutrient that's so fundamental to our health. It's involved in pretty much everything our body does. But here's the catch. A massive number of us aren't getting anywhere near enough. Okay, let's dive into what this mineral is and what happens when our levels get too low.
We're talking about magnesium. And that number, that's not random. Magnesium is a key player in over 300, that's right, 300 essential biological processes in your body. Seriously, think about that. From creating energy and keeping your heart beating steady to helping your muscles relax, magnesium is the silent workhorse, making it all happen behind the scenes.
Now, what's truly mind-boggling is just how common this issue is. Some studies estimate that up to 80% of us might be deficient. A huge part of the problem is just modern life, you know? Our soil isn't as nutrient-rich as it used to be, and so many of our diets are full of processed foods that have been stripped of magnesium. That means there's a really good chance that you, or someone you know, isn't getting enough. So when you start running low on magnesium, your body doesn't just stay silent. Nope. It starts sending out these little distress signals. The problem is these signals can be kind of subtle, easy to mistake for something else. So a lot of the time, we just ignore them. So what's the magic number we should be aiming for? Well, according to the National Institutes of Health, adults should be getting about 420 milligrams of magnesium every single day. That number is our benchmark, and when we start falling short of that, those warning signs can start to pop up. So how do you even know if you're one of the many people running on low? Well, your body has its own little warning system. Let's decode 10 of its most common signals. As we go, see if any of these sound a little familiar. First up, trouble sleeping. If you find yourself struggling to fall asleep or you're waking up all the time, this could be a major sign. You see, magnesium is absolutely crucial for regulating the hormones that control our sleep cycle, things like serotonin and melatonin. A deficiency can even contribute to that awful restless leg syndrome, keeping you tossing and turning all night. This is probably the most famous one. You know that sudden, agonizing Charlie horse you get in your calf? That is often a direct result of low magnesium. Magnesium's job is to basically tell our muscles to relax. So when there's not enough of it, they can start contracting all on their own. Let's break down exactly why this happens. It's not just about the magnesium itself. When you're low on magnesium, it can also throw other important electrolytes, like potassium, completely out of whack. It's like a double whammy that leads to that classic muscle weakness, fatigue, and those painful cramps. Do you feel tired all the time? I mean, even when you think you're getting enough sleep, your metabolism might be the culprit. Magnesium is absolutely essential for the process of converting the food we eat into actual energy. So without enough of it, that whole engine slows down, leaving you feeling totally drained and exhausted. Okay, for anyone out there who suffers from migraines, listen up because this one is huge. There is a surprisingly strong link between not having enough magnesium and how often and how badly you get these awful headaches. And the research on this is pretty clear. Studies have found that almost a third of migraine sufferers are deficient in magnesium. But here's the good news. Other studies also show that for some people, taking a daily supplement can slash the number of migraines they get by nearly half. That's a game changer. You know that super annoying, uncontrollable little twitch in your eyelid that just will not go away? Yep, another classic sign. It's basically the same thing as a leg cramp, just on a much smaller scale. It's those tiny little muscles around your eye getting all tense because they don't have enough of that relaxing magnesium. We're all told from a young age that calcium is the key to strong bones, right? Well, here's the twist. Magnesium is the gatekeeper that lets your body actually use that calcium. Without enough magnesium, calcium can't get into your bones where it belongs. Over time, that can lead to them becoming weak and brittle. Magnesium also plays a massive role in our mental health. It helps calm the nervous system and keep stress hormones like cortisol in check. So it's really no surprise that when you're deficient, it's often linked with higher levels of anxiety and even depression. All right, let's talk about your heart. A really serious condition called atherosclerosis, basically the hardening of your arteries, is when your blood vessels get stiff and narrow. And magnesium is one of our body's best tools for helping to prevent this. So let's paint a picture of what's happening. With enough magnesium, your body can produce something called nitric oxide, which tells your blood vessels to relax and open up, letting blood flow easily. But without enough magnesium, you can't make enough nitric oxide. The vessels get narrow and stiff, and that dramatically increases the risk of a heart attack. Magnesium is also critical for managing blood sugar. A deficiency can really mess with how your body produces and uses insulin.
And when insulin isn't working right, your body can become resistant to it, leading to those dangerous spikes in your blood sugar.
And finally, believe it or not, even our breathing is affected. Magnesium helps to relax the tiny bronchial muscles that control our airways. So if you're low, those muscles can tense up, making it feel harder to take those deep, easy breaths.
Okay, so after hearing all of that, the big question is pretty obvious, right? If magnesium is this important, why on earth are so many of us not getting enough? Well, the answer really lies in some very common everyday modern habits.
So let's pull back the curtain and look at the things in our daily lives that can actually drain our body's precious magnesium supply, often without us even realizing it's happening. Here are some of the biggest culprits: chronic stress, drinking a lot of alcohol or caffeine, and eating a diet packed with processed foods. They all deplete magnesium. And on top of that, some common medications like diuretics can actually cause your body to flush out more of this vital mineral. It's like a perfect storm created by our modern lifestyles. But here is the really good news in all of this. Getting your levels back on track is often pretty straightforward. You don't need some massive life overhaul. Just a few simple, targeted changes to your daily routine can make a world of difference. Here is a clear 3-step plan. First, just start with your diet. Make a conscious effort to add more magnesium-rich foods like leafy greens, nuts, and seeds to your meals. Second, zero in on superfoods like almonds and walnuts. They're incredible natural sources. And third, if you're really concerned, just talk to your doctor. A simple blood test is the only way to know for sure exactly where your levels are. So, after all this, it really comes down to a simple choice. Taking care of your body's magnesium levels isn't just a small tweak, it's fundamental to your overall health. And remember, you don't have to do everything all at once. The important thing is just to start somewhere. So let me ask you, what's the one small change you'll make for your health today?